welcome to the dissect, everybody. Yes, my first video in some time, guys. We're gonna go over the John Campea video, and we're gonna talk about a Star Wars. Yesterday was a report the Star Wars movie was gonna be delayed and stuff. And so we're gonna go over John Campea's video on that, just to let you know. In this title, it's a takes on the way Star Wars movie being delayed, which has come out, which is not being delayed at all, and definitely that's not true at all. But we're gonna take a look at John Campbell's video, so let you all know about that. New subscribers, please, subscribe, and also for your new and current subscribers, please smash the like button down below, and share us on social media platforms or wherever you're able to share this out to get me more noticed on YouTube, get me up to get me to 30 subs. We'll start off slow. I'm not aiming for 500 subs. I mean, I am aiming for 500 subs, but that'll be down the line. But yeah, let's get to this video. So John Campea video, and yeah, this is a commercial.
I killed my dog.
It says, I don't think I've watched it.
You're gonna get a new partner.
Just to let you know,
I even appreciate the rate.
just to let you know, like I said, it's not being definitely delayed.
Character personally, but this is a character that kind of represents a small era of the Star Wars canon that has really divided the fan base like a lot. And I didn't know if that was wise, but they said unequivocally, Rey is the next movie we're shooting. That was the message that got repeated a number of times over the weeks. And then all of a sudden,
No. They said the next movie starring Rey, New Jedi Order, is the next movie. So he's kind of right. But let's go on. I digress.
Nowhere. No, the next movie we're shooting is a Mandalorian movie being directed by Jon Favreau, and that's the next movie we're shooting. So,
no. Why get out? They can shoot at the same time. Why not have to shoot at the same time? Marvel does it all the time. Why can't they shoot both movies at the same time? And that's a good display pick. That's a good thumbnail pick. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, I'm making this video before the thumbnail is made, guys. So yeah, you expect this to be my thumbnail. Okay, at the time. So let's continue.
It raised a lot of questions about what is the status of the Rey movie and all this kind of other stuff. Now, some reports have started floating around in the last day or two.
Also, remember, originally the plan was for the Rey movie to start filming this past summer of 2023, but the actors and writing strikes got in the way, and that delayed everything with Hollywood, right? With production in Hollywood. But let's see.
That the Rey movie had been postponed.
Also, I got an article. I
find that very believable.
Telling you why it's not,
because Lucasfilm was again delayed. Very direct. This is the next movie we're shooting. We're shooting this movie next. Okay. And then they said, no, Mandalorian is the movie we're shooting next.
Also, how could something be delayed if it doesn't have an official release date? You need something with an official release date. That's the only way for something to be delayed. If there's an official release date, if the movie already has an official release date. This movie had no official release date, so technically it can't be delayed. Okay.
All right. That happened. So reports started going around that the movie had been delayed. Some people even running in their headlines that the movie had been delayed indefinitely. Well, Lucasfilm is pushing back against that.
Okay.
One of our friends, Jermaine Lucier over at Gizmodo, he wrote the following. He said, you can take the latest Star Wars rumor and throw it in the Sarlacc pit, the rumor that it was delayed indefinitely. Earlier this week, rumors surfaced that the upcoming Obadiah Chinoy Star Wars film featuring the return of Daisy Ridley as Rey had been delayed indefinitely. The reason? Creative differences with the film's writer, Stephen Knight.
Which is not true.
Well, that's not true, according to Lucasfilm.
Okay,
a source of the company told IO9 that the report is inaccurate, and Knight continues to write and be a part of the process. In fact, the company is waiting on his latest draft.
He's staying on the right. It's fact.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. So whoever said it's delayed or whatever, definitely it's not legit. Not true.
I think this is a great example about how sometimes we fans just need to go, we don't know. Because obviously,
no.
Things at Lucasfilm right now are a disorganized, chaotic, disastrous mess. And I know that sounded mean. I don't mean to sound mean, But you can't describe the status of Lucasfilm any other way when you look at what's gone on over there last year or two. All these projects announced and all these projects canceled and all. Now we're doing this and now we're doing this. Now we're not doing that. Now we're not doing this. Ray's the next movie we're shooting. No, we're doing that. Oh, there's going to be a Mandoverse movie being directed. Oh, no, wait, we're doing a Mandalorian movie now. And Jon Favreau's going to direct. Oh, now that's the next thing that's shooting. It's a chaotic mess.
Right and wrong. Yes, there has been directors in the past that have either signed on or promised and not getting what they want from Lucasfilms. But like I said, this film was going to go in production. Film was going to go in production, filming production of summer 2023. The strikes got in the way, so this film is going to happen. They are going to make this film. This film, compared to the other films that were announced that are not going to probably happen, Taika Waititi, Patty Jenkins, maybe Karen Feige, I don't know, Brian Johnson's supposedly Star Wars. That probably won't happen, but this film will happen, and the Grogu Mandalorian film will happen. They can film at the same time, guys. They can film those movies at the same time. Not to release around the same time, but they can film at the same time. So, right and wrong. I'm just saying this film will happen. I guarantee you 100%. And if it doesn't happen, come back at me, say I was wrong, whatever, and I'll take the loss. I'll be on here making another video admitting an L. But this film will happen. I think it's just fans and people in the industry just like cautious because of how Lucasfilms has been, especially the filming stuff, the TV side of stuff they're getting done. The filming aspect, the movie aspect, how they promised this, but they promised this to this director, but they never get any work done or anything done. I guess it's kind of like DC at one point. DC, but yeah, but this is different. This film's gonna happen because they wouldn't announce this film at Star Wars Celebration if it was not going to happen. All those other stuff that those directors have mentioned, they did not announce the Star Wars Celebration. I'm sorry, they did not announce the Star Wars Celebration. So this is why I believe this film will happen.
And I think anybody right now trying to definitively say we know what's happening over at Lucasfilm is deluding themselves because I don't think Lucasfilm knows what Lucasfilm is doing right now.
Yes,
Like
they do.
100% believe the Gizmodo report saying that Lucasfilm has told IO9 that everything's fine and everything's still
What do you
moving
think they're
ahead.
gonna tell them? Everything's not
I believe
fine.
Lucasfilm is telling people that, but I don't know that I believe Lucasfilm. I do believe there is some chaos going on right now with the Ray project. I don't know if it's delayed indefinitely or not, like some people are claiming that it is, but there's something going on. Clearly, because you never mentioned this Mandalorian movie at all at Star Wars Celebration, and all of a sudden that movie is shooting this year. There's another report come out today that no, Ray's going to start shooting in May. Okay,
Yeah,
but they just said that this movie's not even being done written yet. They like literally Lucasfilm's own statement is, no, Stephen Knight is still part of the process. What the fuck does that mean?
It's not good.
He's still part of the process. All right. And that Lucasfilm is currently waiting on a new draft to be submitted. Again, I make no claim of knowledge.
sometimes you do it. Sometimes he should know this. Sometimes even if they're writing, they still have a planned scheduled month to start filming, even if it's still being written, because they have a planned time period they want to get this film out. Obviously,
Knowledge here about
I'm
what's
not
going
surprised.
on with the Ray project. I make no claim of knowledge to know what's going on with anything else Lucasfilm is doing. I just think that with so much contradictory stuff out there, it's a reminder, I think, for us again, that there are a lot of sources that we listen to and follow online for good reason, right? There's a lot of them out there that sometimes, maybe even oftentimes, have very good information. But this is why, Rob, I'm always telling people, wait to see what the Hollywood Reporter says, or wait to see what Variety says. In some instances, wait to see what The Wrap says. Because there is so much contradictory information out there right now and anecdotal stuff. Like, listen, it's clear to everybody Lucasfilm is a disaster right now. They're an absolute disorganized disaster. And so I read all these reports, and my final conclusion is I don't know what to believe when it comes to this Ray stuff right now. Anyway, Rob, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if this Mandalorian movie is really going to happen.
I
They
do.
say it's going to happen.
Because Jon
I don't
Favreau
know
and
that
Dave
I
Filoni's
believe that.
running. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that James Mangold thing? I don't know. Anyway, guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Guys, it's a brand new year, and a lot of it's an
Disney's entertainment empire.
Okay. They said the Ray movie is going to be one of those 3 movies announced. Ray movie is going to be first. Yes, and Mandalorian Grogu is going to be filmed quickly too. But they're going to go with that. They already have the show. They already have that little universe in the main universe. So that's gonna happen. I'm telling you, those 2 shows, those not those shows, but those 2 movies, Ray and Mando and Grogu, those are gonna happen, and they're gonna start filming soon. And you can film 2 Star Wars movies at the exact same time. Okay. Remember, Lucasfilm is run by Disney. Disney has Marvel Studios. They film a bunch of movies around the same time. You don't have to release them around the same time. Okay? So, yeah, you should know this.
And it's amazing to me that since Rise of Skywalker was released in 2019, we're now in 2024, 5 years on, that this foundational cornerstone that not only does the movies do they make $1 billion, but those movies are supposed to drive things from the theme parks to the cruises to merchandising to all different kinds of things to what they're going to spin off on Disney Plus. And the way that they have announced projects, the Weiss and Benioff trilogy, the Ryan Johnson trilogy, the Rogue Squadron movie, the like you said, the Mangold film, the fact that all of these projects have been announced, I don't understand why they don't keep this stuff under wraps. I don't understand why we even know all this. If I was investing in Disney, I'd be looking at Disney going, what kind of company is this?
Once again, go back when they announced these movies. Go back when they announced the Ray movie, the Star Wars Celebration. Go back when they announced they were planning to start filming this movie. Summer 2023. I'm sure they're aware of the strikes were happening. Maybe they thought the deals were going to get done so they could start filming. But if you go back to their celebration around that time, they did say they were going to start filming this movie summer 2023. Okay? So, these people worked in the industry. I don't know how they. Oh my God.
This? Why should I give my money to a company that they don't even know what they're doing? If I'm investing in the company, I need to understand how their production slate's working so I can anticipate how much money the company's going to make for the year.
I'm sorry.
And they've just been all over the place. And I look at these things. Look,
you're not complaining about
maybe the Ray movie because of you let your director go off and talk about all these things. If she had said, we have a great Star Wars story to tell, I can't wait to tell a great Star Wars story that advances the mythology that the fan base can embrace. She didn't say that, but I'm like, why don't they make that their messaging? And when I see this, I'm asking myself, so I'm supposed to get excited about now a Mandalorian and Grogu movie that I've been watching on Disney Plus? It's a TV show. And now you can make a movie and that's fine, but it's like
Sex and City was a TV show and they had 2 movies. Peaky Blinders was a TV show. It was getting a movie. Oh my fucking God!
How am I supposed to get excited about something I'm already paying
And
to
the
watch on Disney
director,
Plus?
the director,
No,
who cares? Why is the director not really talking about much about the movie? Have to do with it being delayed? You think she's the one making that call? It possibly being delayed? It,
gonna run out. Why am I gonna
I
run
don't know.
out to a theater to see this? If anything can be waited for that you can sleep on until it gets to Disney Plus, it's a Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to go see that in theaters.
Why
Give me a
not?
Star Wars film that's epic in scope. Give me a Star Wars movie.
Why not? People love Mandalorian. People love Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's a Star Wars movie. That's what I want to see. And Lucasfilm has only put out Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny in the last 5 years. And they've given us Willow. They've given us the Book of Boba Fett. They gave us Obi-Wan Kenobi. They gave us Mandalorian Season 3. What have they given us that is supposed to make me as a lifelong Star Wars fan excited?
Yeah, I mean, look, my whole thought on the Mandalorian thing is still it's a wiser choice than say a Ray thing. Because for the most part, again, when we agree about Mandalorian season 3 was their weakest by far.
Yeah.
But Mandalorian is at least a character that most of the fan base seems in agreement on.
Sure.
We like
That's
the
why it's okay to
Mandalorian,
have. That's
right?
fine to have a movie.
So I can see that. Again, I told you this before. My big fear about the fact that they announced that they're doing a Mandalorian movie and still doing Mandalorian season 4 is that they're simply going to use the Mandalorian movie as a marketing tool to encourage people to go and watch Disney Plus. It's like, hey, everybody, you want to watch the continuing adventures of Mando and Grogu? Got to get Disney Plus and watch it there. And
Good point.
and that part worries me. I don't know that that's what they're doing. I'm just saying I'm worried about it. So with this whole thing with the Rey situation, I mean, Lucasfilm has nobody to blame for all the utter confusion amongst the fan
Why
base
do we
about
need
what's
an
going on with
Andor
this movie
movie?
because
I'm just gonna be this guy. Andor movie. We know the ending of that character. We know what happens to that character. We don't need an Andor movie.
Lucasfilm sows these seeds of confusion by the way they have and have not conducted themselves, the way
An
they've
Andor movie.
shepherded projects or lack thereof. And that's why we're just look, I hope this Mandalorian movie comes out and it's awesome.
Me too.
I hope this Rey movie happens and comes out and it's awesome.
Me too.
I'm just saying it's
I don't
Lucasfilm
think
has
you
got to
do.
start giving us some stuff to be enthusiastic and confident about because
Maybe
Andor feels more and more like a one-off
maybe stop being
than
rumor.
anything else. Andor again is the greatest thing Star Wars has ever done since the original trilogy. And I don't know, man. We'll
I
have to
just
see.
find from a business standpoint, it's baffling to me that they're conducting the business this way. And I think it is not, I just don't understand why they're doing that. I would think that somebody from on high said, look, we can't keep doing this to our investors are looking at our company. And what we're telling them is that Disney, forget Lucasfilm, but Disney is in a state of disarray between what they're doing with Pixar. Let's throw these Pixar movies
You gotta remember, why is the Skywalker made $1 billion?
out in
Okay, I'm
theater.
done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh my god, I don't know much to say here. I don't know what to say here, man. It's that. Oh my god, there's stuff to said on here. I'm just gonna say this: the way movies gonna be made is one of those Star Wars movies that's actually gonna be made. The Mando could be made. The Mando and Grogu movie. These movies will be made. These movies will be made. Okay, will be made. These movies will be made. These two, to the comparable to the other movies that have been announced, will be made. Okay, it's gonna happen. Tell me your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys.